Before I sing, I'd like to say something. First of all, happy birthday to my wonderful, amazing husband, Todd Self. Yeah. You are my God sighting today. I thank the Lord for giving you another birthday to celebrate here on earth. Counting today, God has blessed you with 9 more birthdays since your surgery in June 2009. Many of you might not know or have heard my husband's testimony. In May 2009, Todd started having strange symptoms that he passed off as allergies, sinuses, etc. He had headaches, which then led to migraines. On June the 17th, 2009, Todd collapsed at a gas station just right down the road from his work. He literally fell into the Little Debbie rack. It was either that or the big burly truck driver. We knew at that time that Todd should immediately see a doctor. That night, on June the 17th, I had what we call a divine appointment with a lady here at church who was also a nurse. She had missed a few months of church, and when she walked through that door that night, I started crying because you know what? God whispered in my ear and he said, "Go talk to her. She will tell you exactly what to do." So I went to her and I asked her, I said, "This is going to sound so strange, but I need to ask you a question." And she immediately advised us to go to Vanderbilt Hospital emergency room where they would place us with the top doctors and specialists. June the 18th, we drove to Vanderbilt emergency room and was admitted into ICU due to results of a CT scan and later an MRI, which both confirmed a mass on Todd's brain. June the 19th was told Todd had a brain tumor and likely it was cancer. June the 23rd, just one day before the 1-year anniversary of me losing my mom to cancer, Todd had a 6.5-hour brain surgery, full extraction of the tumor. Was told by the doctor that it would be a miracle if he didn't experience some left side paralysis. Less than 30 hours later, Todd is checking out of the hospital with 0 paralysis, walking and talking, running his mouth as normal. Sorry, Todd. And I know you're controlling my mic right now, so you could mute me. And you did, hey. But God gave you that gift, and I'm very thankful for that. 3 weeks later, we received the news of the pathology report, the official diagnosis, glioblastoma multiforme, grade 4 cancer, a very aggressive form of cancer. Of course, this is when our faith was really put to the test. Flooded with anxiety, questions, I was in the bathroom crying out and shouting, "God, are you there? God, where are you?" But you know, God has been with us every step of the way. The nurse at the church, thank you, Sandra. The right hospital, the top brain surgeon and oncologist, new radiation equipment installed 2 months prior to his treatments. God also provided support from a dear friend, Tom Lockhart, who was going through the same battle. He was also with us through 30 radiation treatments, 172 chemo treatments, and of course still routine MRIs, and many more. There was even a time when a nurse came in our room and I'm like, "Man, she's coming in here awful late." And she was putting up some linens and we never saw her face. She just had her back towards us and she said, "Oh, I see you have a surgery tomorrow. Are you ready?" And Todd's like, "Well, I guess." She immediately turned around. "Son, where is your faith?" That was God sent. On this, what I remember from just all this, God is always at work in our lives, even during our most stress-filled moments. When we entrust everything we are and everything we have to Him, when we depend on His truth instead of our own understanding and choose to walk in obedience, He promises to make our path straight. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Remember, no matter how deep the valley, we can count on God for direction. Here's a prayer. Teach me how to rest in your care and trust you no matter how high the mountains or how deep the valleys in my life may be. You see, God on the mountain is still God in the valley. When things go wrong, he will make them right. For the God of the good times is still God in the bad times. The God of the day is still God in the night. Happy birthday, Todd. The song is God on the Mountain. Life is easy when you're up on the mountain and you've got peace of mind like you've never known. But then things change and you're down in the valley. Don't lose faith, for you're never alone. For the God on the mountain is still God in the valley. When things go wrong, he'll make them right. And the God of the good times is still God in the bad times. The God of the day is still God in the night. You talk of faith when you're up on the mountain. Oh, but the talk comes so easy when life's at its best. But it's down in the valley of trials and temptations. That's when faith is really put to the test. For the God on the mountain is still God in the valley. When things go wrong, he'll make them right. And the God of the good times is still God in the bad times. The God of the day is still God in the night. The God of the day is still God in the night.